Welcome to Fix the Traffic Nerdshire Edition, Part 3. Yeah, so I think I have removed all of the stop signs and the traffic lights now. So, mainly the hard work is done, or well, the monotonic hard work is done. We're gonna upgrade a lot of the roads as well, so I think that's one of those things, but what we mainly gonna do now and focus on are the areas, the problem areas that are cluttering up our cargo stations. We have one here. I thought we were going to get more problem down here than we did, but I guess, well, actually we have quite much traffic down here as well. So, well, those are the areas that we're gonna have a look at, or I will anyway. I thought I'm gonna show you this area because here we have a quite complicated road structure with a lot of one-way roads, and we can see that the traffic flow is slowing down right here, and that's a really quick fix, easily fixed with a bigger road. Which should make that flow a little bit better, but that's not the solution for all of this area. Probably we want to bring it all the way here. And also mainly why I wanted to show this area is because we have here what I like to call a perfect intersection. It's better than most roundabouts even, because what we're gonna do is that we're gonna allow the traffic not to cross lanes here. Well, they can cross a little bit, but they're not gonna interfere with each other. Only problem when you're doing these kinds of things is, like I mentioned earlier, that you have to pay close attention to what happens with the intersection further down the line, because for example, what I've done now is that all of these cars need to go straight ahead. When they come to this intersection, they also need to go straight ahead. When they come to this intersection, they also need to go straight ahead, which leads to all the traffic that wanted to go down here. They have to take this road, passing all of this and going down here. So I guess we will see a lot of traffic going down there. Actually, also one thing that I wanted to do is a quite controversial thing actually, but I'm going to remove, because I've noticed when I'm looking around, the buses in this city are not very much used. We have a usage at yeah, not that much, 1600 altogether, and in some intersections they are really creating problems. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna delete all of the bus stations. And yeah, it can seem quite stupid when you want to fix the traffic to remove the buses. But the thing is, when you remove the buses, oh look at this, we can take it. When you remove the buses, you will get less traffic in roads. And in a city like this, with such a beautiful subway system, and you have very close to the subway stations, you can get everywhere you want, except maybe up here with subway. So it's gonna, I think it's gonna make a positive difference without the buses in the streets and in some of the intersections especially. So that's a thing I wanted to do. I also wanted, like I said, to clear up this, but it doesn't look, yeah, as I said, what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna correct, because what I said, we made this a little bit difficult for them. So this guy can actually go to that line as well. And over here we're gonna allow this guy also to go down. He can go straight ahead as well if he wants to. Also this guy. can do the same. And this guy will have free passage here. So also it looks like we might have some traffic lights on our head. Could it be? Yes, it can be. We have a traffic light over there. Now my thinking is, hopefully, you see already that a couple of cars are coming down there, a couple of cars taking this road down there. So that's perfect in my eyes. All of this traffic would probably clear out. We're gonna see what's happening there. Actually, I could make that road a bigger one as well. So we take this grass one. Maybe get some better flow. We're gonna make this as well, because I like to do the intersections. This is actually, I would like to do it here as well, but you have the trains, not the trains, the trams going there, the streetcars. So I can't really make it, because just like with the highways, I want to have, if you have 3 lanes, you want to have 3 lanes out. But here you have to merge to go straight ahead and those kinds of stuff. So, but you can already see that this is clearing up. So I don't think that's gonna be a problem. I will anyway, just for the sake of it, I will give this intersection more limited choices. Actually, this one is gonna be exactly like it was. So this one could go, and he can just go straight ahead. He can't turn there. And this guy can just turn. He can't go straight ahead. Same for those guys. He can turn. He can turn, and he can only go in this kind of situation where you just have to, then you have to think of where does the most traffic come from. I see it's a lot of traffic coming from up there actually, and there's the least traffic is actually coming from here. So what I think is I'm gonna make those guys merge with each other, this one that's turning and the ones that coming from above. And here it's gonna be the same as it was, but I pointed out so it's easier to see. And now we have, it's just this one, it's also gonna be same as it was basically, but yeah, they need to go there, I guess. So now we have, they can turn, they can go straight, they can turn, they go straight, they can turn, they go straight, they can turn and they can go straight. And it's flowing quite good over there. Now we have instead some merging problems here. But it could be because of new rules that they're just... we're gonna see this intersection down here is also quite stopping up. And what we have here is cars, most of them want to go in, so they're stopping up those guys. And actually that's also a problem, because now we have all the traffic going through here. And what we can do instead is that we could let them only use, he can go there and he can go there and there. They can only use the upper lanes, which means they can go straight ahead or they can turn up again. They can't go down to the cargo station from that road, which gonna lead us to have more traffic on this road. Now probably these guys are the ones that want to go to the cargo station, so they turning and gonna make some round gesture. Now, oh, I almost forgot, I also found this road, and this is a problem. Here we have a one-way road that's entering the roundabout, and that's a big problem, because now people from this area can't enter the highway here. They can't get to the ramps because of this one-way part. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change that to the 2-lane highway again, like well, it's not the same. Okay, it's yeah, that's okay. It's the national road we want. And that's not also the same because I have the mod, so we take, so makes the same there. So there you go. And also we could change this one to a big one. And while we're at it, I was a little bit, but we make this. Mostly why I want to make those roads bigger is not because they're so heavy trafficated, but it's because of the higher speed limit of these roads. It's 10 kilometers higher only, but I think it's worth it. You can actually traffic flow. It's not only congestion; it's also how quick the traffic can flow. You know. So you can see now we have a quite good flow. We still have cars in here in these sections that are not really. And it's the same thing with that. What we could do is to use some more of a highway system, but I think also that is some problem that's gonna resolve themselves quite easily. Oh well, not just resolve themselves, but I think it's a lot of traffic still left from when I changed all the rules. So I think we're gonna have a look at what is it we're gonna do now. Yeah, we're down at this area where I also wanted to make something, because I have thought about this one, and one thing that's a really big problem in this is this intersection. Seems like most of the traffic is stopping up because of this intersection. So what I'm gonna do is this little guy, they are connected here, so this little guy, he is not needed at all. He can go away. And also I'm gonna make this way a one way down only, so they have fewer choices down here. And we're gonna check, always check the junctions. No junctions. Well, there's a junction, but there's no stop signs. Here we have, oh, here somebody has to forgot to remove all the street lights. So I guess I gotta fire my assistant or someone that's responsible. But yeah, it's quite a lot of them as well that we forgot. There you go. Maybe now then we have a bit of stop signs here, but actually this one doesn't seem to be helping. I think we're gonna leave this guy and we're gonna see what's happening with this road. Maybe this is something we're gonna tweak also, but back to this. Yeah, we made this the one way. And also I think actually it's flowing quite nicely there, but it's this intersection as well that we need to, well, not really need to, but I think we're gonna make this one way also. So we're creating a little bit of problem for the cargo trucks that comes to this station, because now they have to go around all this area and pass down here. But with that said, we're also gonna make this cargo station a little less attractive, which means that we will have a little less traffic, and also we will ease both of these intersections. I think also what we want to do is that we need to give them something, because these guys, gonna see, they can turn. Yeah, the only crossing point is this now, when they yeah, these ones that go straight ahead. So what I think I want to do, I want to limit their choices so that they can merge. Well, that's maybe not the best choice. We have this one like that, and yeah, all of those have to go down in the same lane in that case, which might be a bit difficult, and these guys have to cross. So now this intersection is really crowded, but I think as I mentioned before, I think it's cars that's stuck in the system and hasn't found their... Look at this, isn't it beautiful? Flows so nicely. I'm so happy that it succeeded. I was a bit worried when I saw the traffic over there after we fixed it, but this is what I'm talking about. It sometimes takes a while for all the rules to get changed, and this is exactly what you want, you know. You don't have any backups, you have everything flowing all the way from the entrance to around here, so this is really nice actually. It makes me really happy. And the same over here, we made this connection work, and actually, you know what? I wonder oh! Guys, look at this. We have succeeded. We have reached our goal, 82%. We have traffic flow in Nerdshire of 83%. And I'm actually not really done with all the things I want to do. But I guess that concludes this part of me sitting here and babbling. And now I just gonna figure out. I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna do more or less the same stuff I've been doing. If I find something really interesting, like a one-way system or something I wanna build, I might fill you in on it. But basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set the rules in the interchanges that are heavy trafficated, and we'll see. Maybe this is something I'm gonna work, and what I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna upgrade a lot of roads, because I haven't gotten to that. So basically I'm gonna upgrade a lot of roads, set a lot of rules, and when I'm done, we're gonna see if we actually could increase this even a little bit. So yeah, here I go. So yeah, basically I done all the tweaking I wanted to do to the city, and as you can see from the traffic flow, I've done better than the goal I set out. It's really nice actually. I didn't think it was going to be that. I won't say easy, but I didn't think I was going to be able to get it up that high. But I'm really happy about this. I've been letting the simulation run for a little while on the higher speed, so I've seen that it's stabilized quite a lot. We can actually go and increase it a little bit, just that it's gonna lag, so no, we won't do that, by the way. So I can show you a little bit what I've done, the latest part. I didn't do so much, as I told you. I made these ones one-way roads, so we have a little bit better flow here. I also made some one-way roads down here. And basically the rest is just making those rules, the lane switching rules. And you know, everything is flowing quite nicely. We don't have any backups, and actually that was my main concern. I wanted to get rid of all the backups. This that is red, it's just that it's heavily used, you know. It's all flowing quite nicely, and yeah, I couldn't be more happy. So last of all, while we have a percentage pending around 83 and 85%, I want to really from the bottom of my heart send out a big thanks to Dylan, ConflictNerd, for giving me the opportunity to work on his city like this, and also making my first YouTube movie about it. I want to thank you so very much for watching this, and I hope you enjoyed it really much, because I really enjoyed making it. And hopefully, if you like it, if you have some ideas what my next project can do, leave a comment. If you liked it, like. If you don't like it, don't click the don't like. Yeah, do that. If you don't like it, click don't like as well. So yeah, that's all for me, and thank you very much again. Over and out.